Thanks for sticking around for sports. And across Montana, coaches are starting to round out their rosters for the basketball season. And over the weekend, a Billings Central Ram signed his letter of intent. Gabriel Peña dos Santos signed with Coach Drykosen and the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears. The Brazil native was a foreign exchange student who joined Central in fall of 2018, and now he'll stay in the Magic City for another 4 years. Dos Santos averaged 11 points per contest in his 8 regular season games as a Ram. He had to sit out for some as a transfer, but now he'll join his former rival, Hardin's famous left hand, over at Rocky Mountain College. And as one player enters the Rocky Mountain College program, another one leaves, as the University of Providence announced over the weekend that they've signed Tanner Goligoski. Goligoski spent the last season at Rocky Mountain College, and he's listed on the JV men's basketball roster. At Hamilton High, Goligoski averaged just under 21 points per game as a Bronc in his senior season, and he earned multiple All-State and conference honors. On the topic of college basketball, we're starting to see some of those effects COVID-19 is going to have on this upcoming season. Last week, we heard that Division II passed some legislation saying that their seasons would be condensed, and now the Big Sky Conference has done the same. Men's and women's basketball teams will compete in a 16-game conference schedule as announced by Big Sky Conference leaders. The previous approved schedule was a 20-game double round-robin slate, but now geographic proximity will be part of the criteria to determine which schools play twice, so it's likely there still will be 2 Brawl of the Wild matchups. All 11 teams will make the Big Sky Conference tournament in Boise, Idaho. Commissioner Tom Wistersill says this is a 1-year adjustment that delivers significant cost savings to conference members while providing flexibility to basketball programs. And another sport waiting to see if they'll get back to action this summer is racing. This last weekend would have been the first races of the summer over at Big Sky Speedway, but those races were forced to be postponed. Gallatin Speedway has also announced it is postponing its season until further notice. But there's still hope for the summer as state health officials say speedways can return to operations in Phase 3 of Montana's reopening plan. Of course, Phase 2 was just launched last week. So hopefully more and more things, more sporting events will return soon, but until then, it's a great time to get outside. I've been getting out and going on various hikes and checking out all Montana has to offer, so I figured I would start to show you some of these summer adventures, and first up is our hike over at Sioux Charley Lake. The Sioux Charley Lake Trail is an out and back hike that's rated as moderately easy, and I would say I agree, as it's great for the entire family. It's about 6.5 miles round trip, but the elevation gain is pretty low the whole way, making it a good option for kids or beginners. The trail is well maintained and packed down, but if you have waterproof shoes, wear them because there are small creeks throughout the trail that would get your feet wet. And speaking of water, the entire hike is alongside the beautiful still water, and the lake is more of an opening in the river, so make sure if you turn around here when it does all open up. Otherwise, you'll keep walking all the way to Cook City like I almost did, as there's multiple trails going throughout the forest. And the trail is very easy to get to. It's just past Nye, and if you're looking for food along the way, I recommend you stop at the general store in Fishtail and have them fix you up a sandwich. It is delicious, gives you that fuel for that hike. Well, that's your look at sports. We're back after this.